All right, part 2 of lesson 14 starts on page 133. And you'll notice that we're going to talk about birth weights. And they tell us that the mean is 3.39 kilograms and the standard deviation is 0.5 kilograms. Well, we want to deal this in pounds. So I want you to hit pause, and I want you to first to convert each of those kilograms to pounds. All right, well, I used the conversion of 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram, so I just had to multiply. And I came up, I rounded to 2 decimal places as told, that the average weight in pounds is 7.46 and the standard deviation is 1.21. All right, now, filling in this graph, and if you are a visual person, this is going to be super, super important. So the mean always goes in the middle. So 7.46 goes in the middle. Well, as you move, I'm going to keep up with the colors that I use in the empirical rule. One standard deviation, if I go to the right, I'm going to add. So I take my 7.46 and I add 1.21, and I get 8.67. If I go to the left, I subtract 1.21 and I get 6.25. Then I got to do that again, right? So going to the right, I add 1.21, and to the left, I subtract. To the right, I add. To the left, I subtract. Now, we have kind of a basic idea of what this looks like, and we can answer questions accordingly. All right, looking at the questions. You should be able to do questions 4, 5, and 6, but we're going to talk about them together anyway. So in question number 4, it says 68% of the data. Well, remember, 68% is one standard deviation from the mean, and the mean is always in the middle. So, between 60 and 68%, so if we put here and here, that range would be 6.25 to 8.67. And that's just what you would write, 6.25 to 8.67. All right, not too bad. Then when I look at number 5, 95% of the data. Well, remember, 95 is between 2 standard deviations. So we go 2 standard deviations, I'm here, 2 standard deviations, I'm here, and now I've got 5.04 to 9.88. And last but not least, 99.7% of our data, which this is number 6, 3 standard deviations. So we're here, 1, 2, 3, and we're here. So 3.83 to 11.09 would be number 6. Okay. Hopefully you got those. Now looking at, and I'm just going to keep erasing and using this picture because it's pretty darn great. I can draw all over it. Number 7, probability a baby will weigh less than approximately 5 pounds. Well, 5 pounds is right here. Approximately 5 pounds. If we went less than that, we want the numbers to the left. So for number 7, we would take 0.15 plus 2.35 and get an answer of 2.5%. All right, because that makes sense. Now, number 8 goes with that and says, was probability baby will weigh more than 5 pounds? Well, if we already went less, more than 5 pounds is all of this. So it's the entire piece minus what we've already gotten, and we could take 97.5%. Now, you could also have simply added all of them together to the right. I mean, either way is fine. That works. It's not a big deal. And then number 9, probability a baby will weigh less than 8.67 pounds. Well, 8.67 is here. So less than that is all of these, right? So I would say, well, I know that half is 50% plus this 34. Again, you can add them all together. But the answer for number 9 is 84%. And then for number 10, more than approximately 11 pounds. Well, 11 pounds is here. So more than 11 pounds would just be 0.15%. Oh, I forgot my percent sign. Okay, so that's the beauty of using the empirical rule, is you can estimate probabilities based off of the graph that you've seen. Okay, now I am not going to deal with Excel. Excel is, they talk about that on page 134. You're going to have to go ahead and check that out. We'll talk about it in class a little bit, but I'm not going to work on that at all in this video. So we are going to move on to page 135. And in 135, you see this lovely piece. So again, we've got the bell-shaped curve with everything drawn on it. and you are going to start, and yes, I said you, they give you a mean of 5.08 and a standard deviation of 1.87. I want you to go ahead and fill in these numbers based on that data. And go ahead and try to answer the questions after that as well. So just 1 through 4 there on page 135 dealing with customer wait times. Okay, so your customer wait times should look a little bit like this, right? Your mean is in the middle, and then you go up and down based off your standard deviation. So now looking at the questions. Question number 2. 95% of the data. Well, 95 is 2 standard deviations. So I'm here. 2 standard deviations, I'm here. So that would give me 1.34 to 8.82, because those are the numbers there at the bottom. All right, so because once you have the pictures, you do have to know what 95% means, but it helps to have that picture. Now it does say, number 3, how likely is it that a customer will wait more than 11 minutes? Well, 10.69 is the closest I have to 11. So I'm going to say here, and more than that would be to the right, so 0.15% would work for that one. And then number 4, proportion of customers under 7 minutes. Well, this is approximately 7 minutes. Under would be to the left, so if I add all of those up, I should get right around 84%. All right, good. I want you to now go ahead to the common cold there on page 135, the bottom. Fill out that sheet and answer those questions. All right, so hopefully that's what your numbers look like. We've got a mean of 8.5 days and a standard deviation of 0.5. So I add 0.5 going to the right and I subtract 0.5 going to the left. So let's go ahead and answer these questions. 68%, well remember 68%, so here's the mean in the middle. 68% is 1 standard deviation away, so you should be between 8 and 9. 95 is 2 standard deviations away, and that should be 7.5 to 9.5. 99.7 is 7 to 10. And now, when it says, how likely is it you will feel better in under 7 days? Well, this is 7. Under 7 means to the right, right? And that's one of the tails, so that's where we will get 0.15%. And then what percent of people will take more than 9 days to feel better? Well, 9 days is here, so more than 9 would be these. So we would take our, that's a horrible color, 13.5 plus 2.35 plus 0.15, and that gives you 16%. All right, one more. I want you to do page 136. Page 136 is the same concept. Answer the, fill in the curve and then answer the questions. All right, so hopefully your numbers look like this, or I didn't make any mistakes, right? We add going to the right and we subtract going to the left, again with the mean in the middle. Then when you go to answer your questions, you're 95%, 2 standard deviations away. 99.7, 3 standard deviations away. Less than 17 minutes, so you're going to the left, right? Less is to the left. Add everything to the left. More than 38 in number 4. More than that means you got to add everything that's to the right, because more is to the right. Same with 5 and 6. Check your answers. See how you did. If you've got more questions with that, let me know, and we will see what we can do. So thank you for being a part of lesson 14.